All right, so we are here for our first team meeting. Me and Tommy Boy here. I'm Ronnie, and we are talking about relationships. The ever-consuming, draining, daunting, yet the thing that we all want so badly: relationships. Now, I'm learning that there is some sort of game that you play, and I'm not one for games, but I'm hearing how the game is being played, and I am intrigued. And so, Tommy, what were you telling me about what is this dynamic between guys and girls, guys and guys? Like, what is this game that we all partake in, whether consciously or subconsciously?
Well, Ronnie, and hello, everybody. I am Tommy, the said player of the game. And,
he is the player.
The thing about it is, I mean, if you're an intelligent individual and you hold yourself and everybody else to a certain standard, you cannot let that almost personal and professional life carry over into your dating life. There has to be separation, because in order to play the game, you have to dumb it down and become playful. Now, playfulness and seriousness, of course, are two separate entities. All right, you can't be playful in your work environment all the time. You have to maintain that seriousness in order for that to be successful. And people get so caught up in work that they don't have that separation when they're out in the social world. So, yeah, I mean it is a game, and you do have to play it to a degree. And playing it means dumbing yourself down a little bit to almost a childlike state, because people want to feel comfortable around you.
And see, that's where I come in, because I inherently do not believe that.
And he's not getting laid right now, people.
I am so
Dick as dry as the Gobi Desert.
I am so opposed to the idea of dumbing myself down. For example, I was talking to this guy, and he was texting, and every other text. No, but this wasn't just in Mississippi. This was.
No, I'm talking about like in ourselves and our preference. Should we clarify? Like,
no, it comes out. It comes out, because at the end of the day, the situation is still the same.
Y'all will figure it out.
It's still the same. So it's not preference.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I'm wearing an Adidas hat. That's a preference.
Right, you're right. You're absolutely right.
A little education for you people. So I was texting this guy. He was like, da 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 da, ha ha ha, da da da, LOL. Every other text was a ha ha or an LOL, and I was befuddled. What on earth is so funny? I kept asking, what's funny? Am I missing something? I started reviewing the text, and I didn't get it, and I told that to Drew. I was so frustrated. I'm like, what's funny? And he was like, wait, did you really say that? I said, yes, because I want to know what was so fucking funny. I didn't understand. And
he didn't even try to put himself in the other guy's shoes of, I really like this guy. Let me try to, be fun and playful and make him laugh, make him comfortable. He didn't even try. He just immediately went into, wait a minute, why aren't you being proper, you son of a bitch?
So is it so? Would you say that I don't play well with others?
Absolutely, that's exactly how I would describe it. You do not play well with others.
It's like I have the only child syndrome, And so I didn't get it. I really didn't get it. But
I feel hard. I'm hard pressed to believe that you don't get it. You're 36 years old. Like, you've been doing this for a long time.
Thanks.
Well, no, I mean, really, like, it's you've been doing this for a long time now. You're into your adulthood, and I know that you've dated and done stuff before. So I'm wondering, is it just this area?
I don't know if it's the area. I don't know if it's times have changed.
I think it's a little bit of both.
You know, I don't know, but I don't feel genuine. Like you said, there's like that work self that you have, and then there's the playfulness, and and I could be playful. I could joke around, and I'm one of the silliest people I know, but I feel like I betray part of who I am if I'm laughing at something I don't think it's funny. But I do want to be flexible, and I do want to take in consideration someone else's feelings, and maybe they're trying to make themselves comfortable with speaking with me. I haven't considered that,
Well, I think what it is the guy you're talking about, when he saw you, he probably got the butterflies. You know how you've talked about you can get when you're around somebody you like?
Yeah.
He had that and you just didn't. You were just looking for that connection without feeling it yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't have the same giddy schoolgirl type feel, and you kind of need that. And if you don't have that, you have to fake it, aka play the game.
Well, I felt that recently, and that giddy feeling, I don't like to play it down because I think that's something that's endearing.
It is.
But at the same time, I know I have no control. At the same time, I'm wondering, oh my God, there was almost like a little panic. Am I going to say something that's going to create distance, or it's going to bring someone towards me? And there's always that fear. I know I overthink it. I know.
You've got to throw that out.
I know.
That has to be thrown out.
Tom is like, as he always tells me, I overthink everything. And I do. And I am just analytical by nature. But there are moments where I do really wish to try to turn it down.
Well, I'm analytical too, but I recognize that in situations like dating, there are things that work and things that don't work. You don't need to keep considering things that don't work. You have to take what works and use it. And that's how you become one of the greatest players of all time, or you become, just an everyday run-of-the-mill player of the game.
Well, I do want to play the game.
You would love playing the game if you would let yourself play it. Like, okay, this man, he's not telling you
I want to get in the game. What's weird? I want to get in the game, but not play the game. So that pretty much is like a bench warmer or something. It's like an up close and personal spectator. But
I like touching the ball. Okay? I want to get in the game and touch the ball. I don't want to sit on the sidelines.
I'm trying to touch the ball too.
Look, I totally get that you're getting in the game and you're uncomfortable playing it because you feel like it's contempt. It's like, okay, I'm above these petty games.
That's definitely a part of it.
It is. I know it must be because I used to feel that. You helped free me from that, and saying that just have fun with it. I mean, you told me many times to do that, yet you won't take your own advice.
I know, and I'm trying to take that advice. I'm trying to let go. I'm trying to let go, but I just want to make sure that the person who I meet get a chance to know me and not expect me to be someone else.
Well, that takes time. I mean, I think it's expected that in the very beginning, you're supposed to come across as a little bit giddy, like we talked about. If not, you come across as just cold and like, why are you even interested in me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then as it goes along, you get more comfortable with the person because look, most people are fucking nervous as shit in any social situation. And when you're not, it makes people uncomfortable. So you have to almost play like you're a little bit nervous.
Yeah, and yeah. I guess I am just overthinking it.
Now I'm over here talking all this shit, but the reality is I completely believe that you have to somewhat just, I don't want to say lie, but you have to.
It's like check out for a little bit.
Yeah,
it's like you check out.
It's disassociation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's entirely disassociation with who you really are, and then you slowly introduce yourself.
Yeah, you look at someone and smile, and you don't let them know that you're thinking, "Oh God, what an idiot."
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right, we're coming up on 10 minutes, and I just wanted to send this little test run out there to you all. It's kind of a little brief team meeting, but this is something that Tommy and I definitely feel is necessary, and that there are several guys out there who need someone to talk to and need that camaraderie, and
And guys, there's a lot more where that came from.
A lot more. There's a lot more.
We've gone in depth about this many times, and we're scratching the surface. The 10 minutes went by so quickly, but we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely. And stay tuned because we'll be calling another team meeting pretty soon. All right, later.